stream. Hopefully we don't say
Hola, you amazing artist.
Hi, everybody.
Are we centered here?
I don't know. Scoot over.
All right.
Scoot over just a little bit
Let us know if you guys could hear us all right.
and see us all right.
Hello, Joseph.
Hi, everybody
Nadia.
that's joined us.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Lisa.
We actually managed to get this thing going a little bit early. That's good. We
I
had
know.
some technical difficulties, as always. It wouldn't be a live stream without them.
I know. Technical difficulties.
3 Carlina says, I'm excited for my first live stream. Whoop, you
Yeah.
guys
Hi.
rock.
Welcome.
Hi. I get to say this officially. It's Halloween time.
It's Halloween time.
I mean, it's Halloween time. It's officially getting close. Hi from Australia.
Hey, you guys.
Hi from Trinidad.
Joseph said we sound great. Awesome.
Sweet. Thank you guys for joining us. We haven't talked to any other humans for a while, except each other.
Why are you so small? The screen is barely visible. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Mm.
The computer is not that great, so unless it was like a larger thing, we'd be totally pixelated. So we are little.
I guess we are little.
Hi, Naomi and Wendy.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Tammy, Megan.
It's still loading for me. Hopefully it loads.
Hopefully it loads. All right, so let's see. I started off this day writing my book. Obviously, you guys know that I am going dark this week, other than the live stream, because I'm writing the book and I'm finalizing everything this week, and it's looking great. It's looking amazing, and I'm still going through the roller coaster ride of that. But my face kind of hurts from staring at a computer all day. Just FYI.
My face doesn't hurt from staring at a computer all day, but I've been working my way through a pile of repairs and some orders and preparing my collections for the gallery that I've joined.
Tammy said she's in Texas. Hi, Tammy.
Hi! And it's been raining cats and dogs here,
Yep.
which is good. We needed it. Yeah, so Rafi's face hurts.
My face hurts. I just got a email from somebody who was asking me a question that I've gotten a few times, and it's one of those questions that I don't know how to answer, because it's basically a question that's asking, I've been trying to do this art thing for a while, and I don't know where to get started. I don't know how to start. I don't know what to do. What is the best way for me to get started? And I always feel a little bit like I'm disappointing people when I'm telling them, like, just get started where you are. You got to create the artwork. However it is that you could create the artwork, put yourself out there in whichever way you possibly could put yourself out there. Me personally, I like doing it face to face, and then using social media as something that just kind of adds to that and build that up little by little. But create artwork, put yourself out there, and then persist through all the bullshit. That's basically the only advice that I have.
That's the secret, not secret. And there will be a lot of bull garbage, as I like to call
Bull
it.
garbage.
As long as you persist through it, you are good.
Good morning from Tassie.
Hello. KJ had said, I think it was KJ that said she got laid off so she gets to make art and do things like attend our live stream.
Sweet. Well, welcome.
Yeah.
Naomi and Wendy said, oh no, Minecraft, Rafi and Klee, look out for the art creepers.
We will
Yes.
be vigilant. Hi to my favorite YouTubers and the cutest couple ever. Hey, to
Aw,
everyone.
hey.
Thank you. It's raining like crazy. Ooh, it's raining on a lot of folks. There was a huge storm going over the eastern coast. We
Yeah.
get the little blob on the radar.
We do. We get the little blob, but it was enjoyable getting a little bit of rain,
Yeah.
especially while I was writing. I had those moments like, where the rain sounds were coming in and I'm sitting there at my computer typing and I felt like a real author. It was great.
Jules Fluff Productions. I just got into a coffee shop today for the first time ever, so thank you for the confidence.
Oh,
Keep going.
awesome.
Hooray!
Congratulations.
That's awesome. A coffee shop is a good place to have artwork. I like it when they do that.
Ellen, you are not late. You
No.
are just in time.
Yeah, you're actually a minute early.
Salazar Art Nation. Hola.
Hi. Spent my last day at work in a team meeting with random outbursts of Rafi and Klee tunes.
Aren't they great jingles? They're amazing jingles.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, and you're welcome. It happens to me too. I walk around the house singing the jingles.
All right, so
Dark.
let's get some questions.
Robin said, dark. Did you say dark? I've been feeling all kinds of emotions the last few days dealing with my dad's death at a nursing home.
Aw.
Should I put this pain and anger in my art?
You know what? I would. That's how usually I deal with things like that, but I try to put it into my art in a way where when I'm looking at the piece, it doesn't just remind me of the bad event. It reminds me of how I overcame the event. So a lot of the artwork that I create has to do with moments in time where maybe I was going through a difficult time and how I got through it. So it's a reminder of my empowerment, not a reminder of disempowerment.
Yeah, you should do whatever you please
Yep.
to work through those emotions.
Exactly.
Deanne said, Rain sounds and feeling like a real author. You are
Thank-
a real author.
Thank you. Thank you. Create as much as you can. Network, engage, seek.
Guidance
Guidance.
from a mentor, my 2 cents.
Yeah, exactly.
Lisa said, geez, I missed the start. Nice to see your faces.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. We hope you're doing awesomely.
What editing tool and camera do you use? I started my YouTube channel. Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I use Sony Vegas to edit my videos, and the camera that we have is an old Sony camera, mirrorless camera, that doesn't have sound equipment, which is why the sound in our videos sound the way it does.
Which isn't terribly shabby,
No.
but could be better.
Yeah, but I use Sony Vegas. Sony Vegas is the program that I got started on years ago when before I did any of this, maybe about 15 years ago when I was making horror movies with my kids. So that's how I taught myself how to use it.
Kelly asked, how do you deal with a painting you're just not happy with? Do you just keep painting over it?
Kelly, I sometimes set the painting aside and I'll give myself a few days of working on something else, and then I'll look at it, and then usually I'm a little bit clear as far as which direction to head with it. But I've had some paintings that I just keep painting over because it's just not working out.
APO Stacy said, hi, new #1 fan here.
Hi, APO.
Thank you for joining us. Birdbrain 18, you've helped me so much. What brought you to Pensacola? I have my life ready to go in a new place, and I don't know how to find it. Any advice on how you knew where to land? Love you guys.
Love you too. Actually, we just happened to come to Pensacola. It doesn't mean that it's going to be our forever home. It just happens to be the place where we're at right now.
We came because we needed to help Rafi's dad through some medical stuff, and then we stayed. We had never really explored Pensacola before then.
Yeah, a lot of people ask me about which places are the best places for artists to live. And there's a lot of articles out there on that. But in all honesty, wherever you're at, I think that you make the best opportunity wherever you are. I'm a big believer of you make your own economy, depending on how willing you are to put yourself out there. So no matter where you are, you could really make an awesome home from there. And if you feel like moving, you move.
I also believe that the forces of the universe will guide you to wherever your next destination is, if you will.
I have to agree with that.
What's the best varnish you recommend for acrylic on canvas, and what's the best way to varnish a piece that's heavily textured?
So to varnish my pieces, I usually just use water-based polyacrylic, and I use a cheap Home Depot paintbrush to paint it because the bristles don't fall off of there.
Because varnish is awful for brushes.
Yeah, or hair. Unfortunately, I am a hairy man, so I always have to make sure that everything is clean of hair and stuff like that. Yeah.
I was about to say I'm also a hairy lady, but what I mean
she's a hairy man as well.
is that this hair ends up on everything.
Yeah.
Vicki Neville said, I'm an artist and poet planning a book using both poems, short stories. Who is publishing yours? Self-published, could use some hints.
Okay, so for the books that are going through Indiegogo, those are special edition, and those are going to be published through Lulu Press. Lulu Press is a little bit more expensive to publish through, but they're really good quality books. I've worked with them in the past. As far as publishing them out and like onto Kindle and stuff, I'm actually going to use Amazon Publishing.
Charlie B said, I like cheese.
It's great.
I like
love cheese too.
And Naomi and Wendy said, is that amber juice I see?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we have a little bit of amber juice.
It's
our
tradition.
yellow juice.
Live Flying. Hi from Indiana. I'm a beginning artist, and my friends are asking if I'll become a tattoo artist or a college professor. I found your channel and found your advice extremely helpful.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Tammy, but Texas is the best place. Really?
Really?
I don't know. That might be true. Hi, guys. Watching you from my studio in Australia.
Oh,
hi,
hi.
Rhiannon. Clee and Rafi, just a quick hello from a friend in Tennessee. Hi, Barbara.
Tallahassee.
Do you ever... what did I say?
You said Tennessee. And
Tallahassee.
Hi, Barbara.
Hello in Tallahassee. Do you ever get blocked? What do you do to move out of that space? I usually try to do something else if I'm blocked in one area.
Yeah.
Or I just try to make anything at all.
Yeah. And basically, when I get blocked, there are several techniques you could use. There's not just one. So I'll go for a walk. I'll get started on the biggest piece of crap that I could possibly get started just to get the juices flowing.
Just to play.
I'll work on something that I'm already working on that's easy for me. So just a number of those things. Sometimes you just need to step away.
Sometimes I stare creepily at Rafi till he stops what he's doing and looks up and is like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Taking a few months to get my art together before feeling pressure to look for another contract job, but hoping third time's a charm for starting my art career full time. It's a bit overwhelming.
It can be.
Yes,
It
it's
can
true.
be. But it is totally worth it.
How would you deal with the overwhelmness of entering a full-time art career? I just keep making sure I'm doing something every day to push forward, but it's still overwhelming.
That is it, though.
Yeah, that's really all you can do, and you have to just learn how to persist through the fear.
Yep.
I've had to learn how to come up with the worst case scenario and deal with it emotionally.
Yeah, and it's actually one of the things that I am going to cover in my book is like once you're already doing it, how do you get through all
scary
the
beep.
overwhelm and the scary. It's an opportunity for you to face those things that may have kept you from taking that step in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So every single situation and opportunity or everything that I run into, I see as an opportunity to define for myself what kind of person I am in those situations. So when overwhelm strikes, I don't want to be the kind of person that easily gets overwhelmed. So I always see it as an opportunity to be the opposite of that, I guess.
Sometimes you need to just put on movie soundtracks that make you feel like Batman.
Yeah, exactly. We do that a lot.
Brooke G. Artistry, do you finish the backs of your abstract pieces, i.e. hanging hardware, if the piece can be hung in several different ways? And cheese is delicious.
Yes, Jesus. I do actually, because my hanging wire, what I have is like the flexible hanging wire, and usually I just staple those on the pieces unless they're really, really heavy pieces. But really, when it comes down to it, a lot of people either decide to put it in frames or put on their own hanging mechanism. As long as I have something that is substantial on there, I'll put it on there. And it's usually stapled on with industrial staples. So it's not a big ordeal to put on hanging wire.
Silent Night asks, could a 1/25th scale model cars be considered sometimes artwork? Yeah, I think so, definitely.
Absolutely. In my new YouTube channel, use your tip about stapling wire behind the canvas block, hoping you don't mind. No, absolutely. That is great. You can share any of the tips that I say. Feel free to share them. That's open source information.
Most definitely. Sean and Sean said, hi, I finally made the live stream.
Yeah, awesome.
Looking for good. What's the best platform to start selling? Etsy or eBay? Whatever you decide works for you.
Yeah.
Just look at the platform and see if it's something you could be comfortable with.
Yeah, we used Etsy for years until the recent Etsy thing, but now we have our own website. I've never used eBay, but I've heard a lot of great things about it.
San Luis Homestead, I have a question for Clee. I went to college for metals and jewelry, but my teacher was not very knowledgeable, so I need to learn more. What do you suggest I do to learn how to improve my jewelry? I've bumbled my way through all of it. I've trialed and errored it. I've melted pieces and totally screwed up pieces, and that's basically how I learned what to do. On rare occasion, I have looked up techniques on YouTube or the Google,
Yeah.
but mostly I've just tried and failed or tried and succeeded.
Yeah.
And either way, I learned my lesson.
Yeah, and despite that, you have my family. But for the most part, like when you really need something, you might ask them. But I've seen you push through it. It's the same way with me with my art. You just kind of push through it and you allow yourself to make mistakes.
Yeah.
That is the best way to learn.
Yeah. I have to learn with hands-on experience, most definitely.
Sorry. Oh, listen, guys, if the question, because these questions are going through, if we don't get to your question, just go ahead and ask it again to see if we can catch it.
Yeah, the ticker tape sometimes moves fast and we can't always keep up with it.
Yep. All right. So, 2, I'm wondering some tips on what to say or how to approach people while at open galleries or art walk events. Say hi.
Yeah, that's basically my opener.
You don't have to come up with a speech. Just say hi.
Hi.
Tom Jones, sell more art? Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Cruz Kai, thank you both for the awesome videos. They totally keep me inspired. I finally made the live stream too. Great to be
Hi,
here.
welcome.
Hi. Tried to see your art for sale. What is the site?
It's
RafiandClee.com.
That's
where
us.
You can see
Yep.
everything we do. All
Yep.
the things.
All the things. Greetings
from Tishano.
Anoka.
Oh, that's an
Minnesota.
exciting-
Tish, hi Tish. I love you guys. Oh, we love you too.
Silent
Creative.
Night. Is it Klee or Glee? It's Klee with a K.
Klee.
Yeah. Sean and Sean, when you traveled for 2 years, did you just pop in at the flea markets or plan out all the art markets in advance? What would you do it again?
Yeah.
We didn't plan anything.
We didn't plan anything.
We had to figure it out every minute of every day. It was
Yeah.
flying by the seat of our pants.
Yeah.
And I would do it again. Definitely.
And probably do it exactly like that.
KJ said, what are your thoughts on Saatchi art?
You know what? I have a Saatchi art thing. I've never seen anything come from it. It's kind of neat to have it on there, but I don't know.
Amanda, what brand of canvas do you prefer painting portraits on is, I think, the question.
Oh, okay. I use I just use duck cotton canvas, and usually it's pre-primed because it's nice and smooth.
You didn't want to do a Kickstarter for your book? He did Indiegogo.
I did
funding.
Indiegogo funding, yeah. They have more options, and they seem a little bit more up to date on what's going on, so that's why I used Indiegogo.
Plus, they have post-funding things that are cool.
Yeah.
Tammy said, I have a full-time job and restarted doing art as a hobby for the last 2 this ticker tape. 2 years, but would like to sell a few pieces somewhere along the way. Used to on eBay, but don't want to now. Suggestions?
My only suggestions for that is at this point, because we're using our own website, that's what we use. And if not, just in-person sales, any events or anything that are going around in town. That's my best suggestion from where I'm at right now.
Ryan A. Wright. My wife just brought her paintings to an art and craft show for the first time and sold 6 paintings at her first show. Any advice to her to keep going?
Yeah, keep
That's
going.
amazing.
Keep
doing
going.
it.
Keep doing it.
6
That's
paintings
awesome.
at your first show is awesome.
That is absolutely awesome.
I want to do a YouTube video. Been trying to quit cheese. Cholesterol too high. Do eat mozzarella. I like all the cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you missed the first part of my question. I'm a beginner and just ordered business cards and prints to give out. What's the best way to network at events?
Just talk to people. I mean, honestly, like that's the thing. A lot of artists make it seem like going out and having a conversation and developing relationships with people that may be interested in your art has to do with marketing. Get the marketing side out of your brain. Just make it about meeting people and making them aware of what you do. It makes it a lot easier and it's less stressful.
Yeah, no pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
Lisa said it's Cleep in some circles.
Yeah,
Ah,
it is Cleep.
It is Cleep in some circles. Joanna, hello, I'm working on my unattractive wizard.
I love your unattractive wizard, by the
Yeah,
way. It's awesome.
fabulous.
Her mom, in case you guys don't know, her mom saw it and was like, oh, I don't know if I want to wake up to that every day.
I love mom comments.
Yep.
They're great. the ticker tape moved again.
Yeah, so let's
Hi
go with
from
this.
Minnesota. Clee, is there a way to keep copper wire from tarnishing? I want to use it in wire sculptures. I keep my copper wire in Tupperwares from Home Depot. They're like just the plastic bins with the lids. They don't even seal airtight, but they seem to work.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work, buy these little anti-tarnish tabs from Rio Grande.
Well, for sculptures, what I would recommend is then you spray it. Spray it with some clear varnish.
After you've made it.
Yeah, after you've made it.
You can spray a sculpture and it'll last a long time.
It'll still tarnish at some point.
Jewelry is rough
Yeah.
for copper because the tarnish just happens.
So glad I finally made it to the live stream. First one for me. Love, love, love your channel. You two have inspired me to create more art in the past few months than I have in years. That's awesome, Macy. Okay.
Carla, have you ever had a vendor booth at an antique mall where you sold your work? Thinking of renting one for a few months and starting there. We actually did sort of try that
Yeah, we
a few
did.
years back.
At Miles Antiques. We
And-
did that for a little while.
It was pretty okay.
It was pretty okay. Eventually, though, like the stuff that they were bringing in there, I was like, I don't really want my art in here. But every antique mall is different.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi guys, I'm going to have my paintings in a craft show soon, but I haven't sold anything before. What do you recommend I put with the paintings? Some people have told me a certificate of authenticity.
I mean, you could do a certificate of authenticity. I do have a video on that, which will describe my feelings on it. Essentially, a receipt is the same thing, but some people want to see that certificate of authenticity. You're the artist, so you don't really need it, but it's kind of cool as an extra thing to give.
I like them.
Yeah.
Do you do more than one video in one day? Sometimes.
Sometimes.
It depends. Sometimes we break long videos into two parts.
Yeah, it's very sporadic. We try not to make it like a thing that is stressful.
Have you both collaborated on a Rafi and Klee collage piece? We have collaborated on a number of things, including sculptures and
Yep.
installations and little pieces of jewelry. I can't say we've done a collage per se.
No, not a collage, but we do have the pieces of jewelry, and we worked on large projects together.
Yeah, and there will be more to come because we always have ideas. I just wanted to say thanks for being real about being a full-time artist. You guys are truly an inspiration.
Aw, thank you, Holly
Thank
Cat.
you. Do you print your art prints yourself or get them printed elsewhere? What paper do you prefer?
The small ones I get printed on textured art paper. I print them myself, and then the larger ones I have printed on art paper at the printers because I don't have a large-scale printer. I wish I did, but I don't.
Bam VFX. Hi guys, binging your channel for a few weeks. Your videos got me motivated. Question, when you guys were traveling, what was an inspiring or enlightening moment?
Oh, man,
There were
so
tons,
many.
and maybe at some point we'll do like a
Yeah.
recap of our travels, but the goodness of people was a very inspiring thing.
Yeah.
Having to face fears every day was a very enlightening thing.
I've
we were
got-
basically in it.
Yeah, we've got videos. We've got thousands of hours of footage of videos from our travels.
Yeah.
So that is something that at some point maybe I'll throw something together.
You both are so inspirational. What do you do on the days you're not feeling so inspired?
We usually sit and have conversations. So
Yep.
if Clee's not feeling inspired, she might come to me. If I'm not feeling inspired, I'll come to her. If we're both not feeling inspired, then we allow ourselves to take a lazy day, is what I call.
Sometimes you need that.
Yeah.
Sweet Ma for life, is it best to do an art show in a gallery for sales or best to rent an empty space?
To be honest with you, that depends on the gallery and it depends on the space. So, and if you make it look awesome, if you're doing a pop-up, people are going to show up.
Christopher says, hi.
Hey,
And
Christopher.
Sweet Ma says, do you and Clee do shows together where she shows her craft? Yes.
Yes.
In fact, mostly we only do shows where we can show together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've actually turned down a lot of shows where they required us to be apart because I want to hang out with Clee
Yeah.
at the show. It's not about selling the art, it's about having a good time for me.
Shaz says, does the suffering ever end? Lol. Just kidding.
Yes.
Yes and
no.
no.
You got to enjoy the suffering. That's
Embrace
embrace
the
the suffering. Embrace the suck.
Absolutely. Become a pro at it. Cool. Sounds like you guys have got several followers from Minnesota like me.
Yeah.
You guys, it's
yeah.
really crazy how many of you are from all over the world
Yeah.
and joining us here on the live stream.
It blows me away. Anytime that I'm like looking at this, I'm like, wow.
It's super cool. Question, are there a certain amount of pieces you folks must sell a month to pay bills? And were there times you had it rough when and if you didn't meet the quota?
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. That's
Yeah.
one of the things that I say when you're calculating prices of your pieces. You want to make sure that you fit it into a monthly goal, and you want to reach that monthly goal. And sometimes it gets rough, and sometimes it doesn't. There's one thing for sure: in an art career, there is no security. You get
No.
more of a semblance of security the longer that you've been doing it, but really, it is what you make it.
It helps to know what it takes to meet your monthly goals and then go from there and devising your strategies.
Yep.
I made it kind of late, but it counts.
Hi, Luna.
I never comment on anything on YouTube, but I feel I must thank you guys for being who you are and for all the wonderful inspirational words and awesome info. Thank you, Luna.
Thank you, Luna.
9Mine, do you put a cap on your art print size? Like you won't exceed a particular size for a print?
At this point, I won't exceed a 24 by 30 only because I don't want to pay for how much the print costs more than that. So, yeah, I do.
Pretty huge.
Yeah.
Have you ever sold an art piece you weren't satisfied with? Mostly, if I'm not satisfied, it never sees the light of day.
Yeah.
But on occasion, I guess I had a few pieces that I felt like, this is not my flavor, but somebody might love it, and they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's more of a stylistic thing, I guess.
It is. I mean, if there's something that I'm like a little like, oh, well, this is cool. It's not the greatest thing I ever created, but it's surprising. Sometimes I've taken them out to shows and thought that nobody was going to pay attention to them. And that's the one piece that everybody's like, oh my God, this is amazing. So yeah.
Yeah. Structurally, if I feel like it's no good, then it gets melted or whatever.
Yes. Not mine. Mine don't get melted.
I'm still struggling to get international clients. Any suggestions?
Just put yourself out there.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, for international clients, putting yourself out there locally, if you're in a tourist town, is great, but mostly putting yourself out there as much as you can on the internet.
On the interwebs.
Yeah, the internet is the global community, basically.
Ryan, Pat. Hi, you're both great.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you. I do watch Rafi and Clee every day.
Thank you, Gafra.
Hailing from New Brunswick, Canada. Love how straightforward you both are. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Minnesota rock. Rafi, do you notice a popular canvas size that people seem to like the most?
No.
Yeah, they like all kinds.
That is a question that I was intrigued with when I first started. I was like, what size is the size that sells? And honestly, no. 24 by 18 was sometimes really, really popular. Sometimes a horizontal 3 foot by 4 foot was real popular. I think it just depends on what that person is looking for.
Yeah, you just can never predict. Oh my gosh, stop the crazy scrolling of the ticker tape.
There you go.
No security. That's contract job life. I'd rather be a full-time artist.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. Really, the idea of being secure in your job, that's also an illusion, kind of, because I had a lot of very high-paying corporate jobs, but at any point in time, I could have been fired or laid off. So that idea of security is an illusion. I'd rather be where I am now, where it's more in my hands and in my control.
Lee says, hello from the UK. Love you guys. Hi, Lee.
Hey.
KJ, so after all you've experienced in the art sphere, what overwhelms you? Currently, what overwhelms me is time management.
Yeah.
I am struggling with time management.
You are constantly going to be going through levels of experience because there is no end to the insecurities that we have. So with every opportunity, unless you decide to stay stagnant and just stay comfortable where you are, it's always a growing experience.
How do you manage the balance between marketing your art and creating art?
Marketing my art is the same as creating art, honestly. I have a lot of fun with putting my stuff out there. I keep a daily record. If you watch my social media thing, it has to do more with like sharing my stuff and being able to look back at my stuff and think that I'm a badass. So I have a lot of fun with that side of it. So it's kind of like made it into the art form part. So...
Ryan says, great, thanks. 3 Carlina, How do you decide your art print prices versus your canvas prices? Do you have a formula to get the print price for an original? That was not Carlina's question, but the ticker tape moved.
Nine mind. No, I do square inch on the canvas pieces, and then for the art prints, a lot of that is based on how much it costs me to print it out, and to keep it fairly low for people to be able to buy.
Esther Jones says, "Hello, my friends. Enjoy
Hi,
your
Esther.
posts." Hi, Esther. I love watching the birds. Do you guys have new music coming out soon?
We will.
Someday.
We will. No, we will. I'm really busy with the book, you guys.
Yeah.
Like, so busy. But we'll be jumping into those other projects very soon.
The things that have been neglected will no longer be neglected in the near future.
Yeah.
There will be music. I love, hi guys, I'm so happy I finally made it to
Hey,
the live
Charlize.
stream. You guys in this community inspire me every day. Love you guys.
Aw,
Hey,
love you
Charisse.
too.
Much love from South Korea. Love your video.
Hey.
Cruz Kai, question. How did the goggles come to be, and how did you come up with that name? They're so cool, and the jingle is great.
The goggles came to be because I actually created one for myself. I was sitting there, I was feeling unmotivated, and I created this little goggle that was just staring at me, and I was like, this is my little fan. And I walked around. When I was a kid, I would have like little like weird things, and it was like, this is my friend. So the goggle was agog over what I was doing, so that's how the goggles got their name.
Yeah, to be agog is to be in awe of and wondrous.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
so
trying
they're
to say.
totally agog over what
Yeah.
you're doing, so they're your biggest fan.
KJ, besides social media, how else do you market your art? We like to go and show our art. I go and show my art in person and hand out business cards. I like to get my art out in front of people.
Yeah, I mean, once you've been doing this for a while, you already have, like, I already have a pretty consistent following. I have collectors that contact me when they want something. I just share stuff online. A lot of the local business that I have is a lot of my collectors, but I also have artwork that's hanging around town in different businesses. Just any opportunity that you have to put your stuff out there, KJ, like any opportunity that you have. Nothing is beneath you. Nothing is above you. Any and every opportunity that you have that is within reason for you to put your stuff out there is marketing.
To try and see. And then you
Yeah.
can be like, oh, this is good, or no, this is not
Yeah,
good.
test it out. You don't know. You don't know until you try it.
Gafra Smart Art. Rafi, would you ever give tutorials or teach one-on-one via online or email?
I don't know. Maybe in the future. At this point, I'm really, really busy trying to juggle my art career and juggle the stuff that I do online.
He does on occasion post some classes on Skillshare.
Yeah, I do that, but those are that's still a work in progress.
Joe Pearson, late but hello.
Hey, Joe.
Hi, Joe. Hey, I caught one of your live streams. Hi from Manchester, England.
Hey,
Hi,
Paul.
Shaz, I watched your pricing art EP. Thanks. At Saturday Market, someone liked a little beach scene, but ARG wanted it big. I did a 32 by 40 for $200. Then I realized that's like 16 cents per inch. Price rise forthcoming. Yeah, sometimes you gotta learn by
It's a learning experience. I can honestly tell you that I've done that more than once. So don't beat yourself up too much about it. At least it gets your pieces out there.
Yeah, in the beginning you might accidentally lowball yourself, but you learn from it.
Yep.
Erica, I've been watching your videos and I love your channel. You guys are so entertaining and fun. Thank you so much for sharing all the info. When or should an artist consider getting an LLC?
We are an
You two rock.
LLC.
Yeah, we decided to become an LLC. It made the taxes easier.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
If you're paying local taxes, it just makes it easier to just become an LLC.
yeah.
And it's not that difficult. You could just go to your Secretary of State and they'll give you all the information you need.
Yeah. At some point I might do an updated video on all the tax things. Hi, so I wanted to let you know I'm grateful for your videos and all you do. It's 12:22 a.m. here, Ghana, Africa, and I stayed up just to watch you guys and comment.
Aw,
Thank you for just
Sheila.
existing. Wow, thank you.
That is awesome.
We're
Thank
happy to have you here.
Yeah.
Salazar Art Nation, hello from South Texas. How much should I charge for prints of digital art?
I have no idea, Salazar. What do you think you should charge? How much are you getting them for? Are you printing them out yourself? How big are they? What's the quality? What do you want to make on them? That's really all up to you.
Desi De La Noir, oh my gosh. What luck. Of course I'm on vacation and I can finally catch you live and place my question at the feet of the gods. I'm glad you could join
Hi,
us.
Desi.
Brooke G, just a note, I recently contacted real estate and home staging companies and got a few commissions.
Yes.
Nice. That's awesome.
Awesome job, Brooke.
Vicky, excited to see your book, How to Buy One When It Comes Out. Would love to donate one to local public libraries.
Oh,
That's
awesome.
cool.
Awesome, Vicky. When it comes out, I'll give you guys more information. That will be out next year. Obviously, this year you could pre-order the book, so people will be getting it in December. They'll be getting special editions of it.
Tammy asks, what kind of service are you comfortable with for online payments for your art? We go through Square, like
Yeah.
if we have to send invoices and stuff.
Yeah, we go through Square.
We also on occasion use PayPal, but
Yeah,
mostly
Square and PayPal are the two that we will use.
Carla says, what's your favorite kind of car to haul paintings around in?
Right now, the car that we have.
Which is too small for some paintings, but it's a Jeep.
Yep. And I will usually mount a painting on the roof if I have to.
Yeah, even bungee cord one to the side of the car if
Yeah,
we need to.
it's ridiculous.
Desi, how do you and Clee not get sick of each other working around each other all day? Do you guys take breaks and go shoot pool or something? We never get sick of each other.
No,
Ever.
no.
He's my best friend.
We have literally spent
Almost every day together
every
for
day
10
together
years.
for 10 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
we
we
just-
actually we like each other a lot.
Yeah, we do. And we do take breaks to go do unart related things
Yeah.
at times.
Yeah.
Yeah, once
Like
in a while.
like Clee is we might go see the Nutcracker.
Yeah, I'm
in
going to get us
December.
tickets to the Nutcracker Ballet.
Mhm.
It's going to be awesome. What favorite muscle car do you like? Well, I don't really have a muscle car that I like.
I don't know, a loud one. My brother has an awesome muscle car.
Oh, yeah, he's got a vintage Nova.
Yeah.
My dad has a Camaro, and it's pretty cool. A
Yep.
67 Camaro. Speaking of taxes, how do you deal with new sales tax issues given South Dakota versus Wayfair?
Well, right now Florida is not there yet. They're still figuring it out, and the laws are changing so back and forth with that. So eventually, what I heard in the grapevine is that there is a chance that maybe it won't be affecting the smaller businesses.
Yeah, that legislation is going to show
I'm-
mercy to small
I'm just
business.
keeping an eye on it, but right now with that, like, you just have to concern yourself with whether or not your state is involved there. But those laws are changing so quickly that it's important to keep an eye on it.
I think they're also understanding that things are happening really quickly and businesses are having a problem keeping up with it.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's because you rock, lady. Watch your videos on Time Bandits. My family is such. I have a permit from the city of Eugene to work on the sidewalk downtown.
25 years.
Do you know of any other places aside from Venice Beach where artists can work with minimal red tape?
Oh, I don't know. Shaz. I know here we needed to get our LLC, and we are called a retail peddler.
Yes, retail peddlers.
It makes it sound very
We had
glamorous.
to get permission from the state and the city and the county.
Yeah.
GTO 67. I imagine that's a cool car. I
That
don't
sounds
really know.
great.
They're soulmates. I love it. Yeah, he's my person. What Nova is it? What year? What model? I just got a model car 1966 Nova Pro Street Dragster. Well, that sounds cool too.
That sounds amazing. I have no idea. It's my brother's car.
Yeah,
Christopher.
Christopher. Gotta run and make dinner for the crew.
Bye, Chris.
Bye, Christopher. Thank you for
Say hi to
joining
the
us.
crew.
Clee, do you share your formula for pricing your jewelry? So much love for both of you. My formula is pretty much the standard jewelry formula, which is called Triple Keystone.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a video about that.
Yeah, we probably should do a jewelry pricing model.
Yeah, we'll do a video about that.
Whitestone, hello from Argentina. I love your videos. I'm late, so I don't know if someone already asked this, but what is your favorite art medium? Do you have a brand of paint, brushes, tools that you recommend?
Honestly, I use all paintbrushes and any tools and anything that I could get my hands on, and I test them out. There a lot of brands, they start changing their consistencies. I know that Gamblin for oils is great. Right now I'm using Utrecht, which was bought by Blick, so I don't know if the quality on that is going to stay the same. So I just kind of use whatever brushes and oil and paints that I could get my hands on.
Sky Balancer, did I miss or still going?
Still going.
Brooke G, retail peddler, lol. There's something kind of cool about that.
Right? We're retail peddlers.
When,
Yeah.
when they first told us that, or your category is retail peddler, I was like, ugh, all right.
Ever tried stained glass work? No, but we do have a glass firing kiln that's sitting under our bed. We just don't have enough room to
To pull it out
Pull
and
it
use
out.
it. Someday.
someday.
Thank you all for being who you are. Add a lot of reassurance to my life. Awesome. I'm glad we
Aw,
could
that's
be helpful.
awesome.
Thank you for people like you and people like my parents and God in my life for for the speaking text microphone thing.
He did on the phone, not allowed to speak long enough. Keep shutting off.
Oh, technical difficulty.
Aw, thank you.
I'm ordering your book after this. I've just been busy and keep forgetting, but I promise I will right
Aw,
after this
well,
live
thank
stream.
you.
Yeah, thank you. I love gambling.
Yep, gambling is great.
Are you gearing up for the holidays? Do you set a cutoff of commissions during that season? Every year I say I have a cutoff, and every year it just gets thrown out the window.
Our cutoff for online stuff is whatever the post office's cutoff is.
Yeah.
But other than that, if it's local stuff, we'll work up to the night before.
I've literally met a dude in a parking lot so he could buy earrings on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're suckers like that.
Yeah. Don't listen to the haters. I look forward to your podcast and all of your advice. You're living the dream, and I'm so happy to be connected to you both.
Aw.
Hope you guys can make it to the West Coast someday.
Oh, we would love to. I want to go see the redwoods. I want to visit the whole West Coast.
Yeah, it's beautiful out there. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a retail peddler. Yep, that or a ballerina. Retail peddler.
I agree. Ignore the haters. You have enough love from us. Yes, we do. Thank you guys.
What is the piece in the background?
Can you see that piece? So that piece is called The Seventh Day. That piece is actually based on the day that I left corporate and left my old life behind. And that was me getting rid of all the cynical, mean darkness and misery that I had carried within my life. So it's a very personal piece to me.
Carla asks, where can we order a hard copy of your book? Will you autograph them? So exciting.
Yeah, I actually have them on Indiegogo. It's a special edition for the Indiegogo for everybody that pre-orders it, and I will be we'll both be signing those books actually.
I missed a comment from Vicky Neville that said, we always say leave a comment in the comment section below, but she can never find the section.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why that is.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Are you signed into the YouTubes? That
Yeah.
could be a thing.
Yeah, if you're signed into the YouTubes, that's where you could leave a thing for the thing.
Clee, just an idea. Have you ever thought of doing small mobiles? Endless possibilities.
We've
there
done
too.
them.
I've done them for us.
Yeah, for
and
us.
For
We've
friends.
got a really bunch of cool mobiles
Yeah,
around.
I have thought about that because they're fun to make. Paul, I love your videos. You give great advice. You two are great. I wish we were neighbors.
I know, isn't it cool? Well, we're kind of online neighbors.
Yeah, we're neighbors on the interwebs. Wait, they have haters? Who are these people? Oh, we do have a few haters.
We
Yeah,
do.
It's true.
We do.
You're
we
always
actually,
gonna.
We actually have, there are two people that I think are subscribed to our channel, so that as soon as the video comes out, they make sure to hit the thumbs down.
And I'm like, well, they're subscribed.
Yeah.
Nadia, good morning from Melbourne.
Hi, good morning.
Thank you for the follow on Instagram, Clee. You are most welcome. You may not remember, my posts are about as regular as Etsy's changes. You got to do you on the social
Yep.
media.
Looking for good. I live in Arkansas, so we're neighbors. Yeah, awesome.
That is very, very cathartic. Y'all, leaving corporate, I can relate.
Yes.
Boy, can I relate to the escape from corporate life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you be doing a book tour when the book is printed?
I have no
plans.
idea, but we do have plans.
We
Yeah.
think we might.
Yeah, it'd be cool to. We want to go out and visit you guys out
Brooke
there.
G said, no doubt the next time someone asks me what I do, a retail peddler is my
That's
answer.
brilliant.
Oh my gosh, I would love
So
that
what do you
so
do
much.
for a living?
I'm a retail peddler. What do you do? Still need to change the raven to a parrot. Arr.
Yeah, yeah. She read the story of the lady that was like, a parrot? Yeah.
Love you both. I never need to ask questions during the live because every time I think of one, you already have a video available. Keep up the great work.
Aw,
I
thank
am
you.
glad we are covering the things one way or another.
Yep.
I really enjoy both of you and look forward to watching your videos. I'm so happy I caught you live tonight. Thanks, Teresa.
Thank you. Silent Night. What is a retail peddler? Retail peddler is what they call it here in the state of Florida when you get a LLC license.
If you're selling your wares, then
Yeah.
you are peddling your wares.
Yeah, so they call us retail peddlers.
Retail peddlers. Also Go
I ahead.
missed that one. Also, the comment section on mobile is below all the recommended.
Ah, got it.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that could
that's
be it.
that's where you would comment.
Haters gonna hate. Put that bumper sticker everywhere. It is true. Haters are gonna hate. You two have inspired me so much. At the beginning of the year, I started painting and exploring being an artist. I'm not working on my second commission. I have sold originals and prints. Thank you.
Oh,
Congratulations.
very
to
cool.
you. That's
Congratulations.
awesome. Fabtastic road trip book signing. It
Yeah.
would be super fun.
It would be cool. It would be really, really fun to be able to do that. I'd love to do that and like film the experience. That would be cool.
Brooke G Artistry, this is a comment to Brooke. I aspire to be a retail peddler right now. I'm a professional practicer and random inclusion collector. Well, that's a good title too. I like it.
Have you thought about writing fiction? I actually wrote a script once. I'll have to tell you guys about it. I had contacted somebody from Hollywood that was very interested, and it was my early days, and it was one of those moments where I chickened out before I was who I am now.
He was afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. Creative girl of color. I hate that people. I will never understand why people continue to follow you knowing they don't like you.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know.
It's weird.
It is weird. Can't stand corporate. I used to own a marketing firm. Now I sculpt wood. I have a hard time marketing myself. You can do it for the other people, but it's harder to do it for yourself.
You
It
just
is
gotta
more
have fun.
challenging.
Just take the traditional marketing out of your brain and make it all about connecting with people.
Yeah, having a good time. Ella, I agree. Come to Indy. So sad to see only 6 thumbs up on the live stream. It's okay.
It's
we know
okay.
you guys love us.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, you guys are too busy to give us a thumbs up right now. That's fine.
Bumper sticker. Add the Scam Wow sticker too. I was quite pleased with myself for that,
was-
little gem.
that
the
was
Scam
good.
Wow. FYI, I heard that for YouTube, any interaction is good, whether it's likes or negative.
That's true. That's true. You know, and it's funny because YouTube has been such a benefit as far as that is concerned, you know, getting the thumbs down and getting the occasional nasty comment and like realizing like, wait, where's my mind? I get all these amazing, beautiful comments from all these amazing, beautiful people, and I'm going to focus on that one negative comment. Like, I don't do that with my art. Why would I ever do that with the amazing community that we have here on YouTube?
Yeah, true story. I love, love, love you two. I'm off to bed now. Bye-bye from Ghana. Good night,
Bye.
Sheila. Rafi, what will you be peddling calendars
Yes.
for 2020?
So my plan is to design the calendars next week or the week after, and then I will be releasing the new calendar. This year, I will only be designing maybe 1 to 3 calendars. It depends on where I'm at with that. But
Well,
yeah, I want to make some really special calendars this year.
For 2020, yeah.
Yeah.
Raven asks, how should one follow up on interested commissions? I get people that are interested during events, but then I never hear from them. Should I just wait until someone does contact me?
Yeah, you could wait until somebody contacts you, or if they give you their information, I usually will contact them. That's just because that's who I am. I have no fear in doing that. Clee, on the other hand, I think waits.
If they simply take my card, I let them follow up with me. If they're really interested, I get their information and follow up with some design ideas I'll send to them. That way we keep in contact. Pictures Rafi in a trench coat whispering, "Psst, hey,
Yeah, hey,
you want to buy
a painting? Yep.
How do you know when to ditch the corporate world and make art your main gig?
You know what? There was no how did I know. It was me sitting in a hotel room looking at me in the mirror, and I was like, who is that old, miserable guy sitting there? And that for me was the last straw.
Mine happened suddenly one day. I was just done. And I called Rafi and I was like, I just quit my job and I'm walking down the street.
Yep. And then I
Meet me.
picked her up, and then she was ready to leave.
I just
with
had
me.
enough
Yeah.
one day. Yep. I wonder why I only. Oh, Lisa is our biggest cheerleader. I wonder why I only see 6.
Thank
love
you,
you,
Lisa.
Lisa.
Love you.
Maybe the thumbs down is from the old man.
Yeah. The old man.
I aspire to be a retail peddler. Sounds like a country song. Any thoughts about Fine Art America's print-on-demand methodology that let you sell originals with no percentage fee and you set the markup on prints, shower curtains?
You
and
know,
stuff?
I've heard mixed things about Fine Art America. I did have some stuff on there, and nothing really happened, so I took it down. But I've also heard from other artists that they've had not that great of an experience on Fine Art America. So, I don't know. I personally stay away from them.
It's not your cup of tea.
Yeah, it's not.
KJ said, saw an old video of you placing art smiles around town. I absolutely loved it. Could imagine the smile on finding the treasure.
Yeah, that's always fun doing the scavenger hunts.
It's super cool when people contact and say they found one and it made their day.
Yep.
Tell about the art smiles. Is there a video on the Inspire
Yeah,
a
there
Smile?
is. There is. Just look up hashtag Inspire a Smile, and you'll see the video on it.
It's something that we try to do
yeah.
yearly. Love you both. Just discovered your channel as I've decided to leave architecture for full-time art, and it's scary.
Oh yeah, it is scary.
Congratulations on the
Congratulations. Yeah. You'll be able to you're going to rock it. You're going to rock it. I have no doubt that any of you will be able to rock this thing, cuz
Whatever you decide to
Yeah.
do, just persist through the bull garbage.
yeah, persist through the bull garb.
By the way, bull garbage is a word that I invented, and
Yeah,
you know
okay.
what it means.
All right, there you go.
Who prints calendars? Sounds like a wonderful idea. We go to a local printing service for the calendars. 'Cause
Yeah.
they do a real good job.
I mean, the Lulu Press did it, but I didn't like the quality of theirs. So, I go to a local place.
I should be working on stuff for an upcoming craft show, but I couldn't resist catching a live stream. Retail peddler is now a life goal.
Oh man.
I see T-shirts and things in our future.
I do too, yeah. Fine Art America didn't work for me. Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah. Brooke, you guys always make my day. Lisa said, oh, I forgot to tell you, I actually saw the Outsider art show. I really didn't believe it was a thing. Oh, it's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's
And we're it.
yeah. We're it. We're the outsiders.
Yeah, it's good to be an outsider.
We're the outsiders of this one tiny little part of the exclusive art market. That doesn't make any sense to me, but people buy it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
But it's not. It doesn't really have any effect on you if you are doing your own thing.
Crone Me said, haven't tried making prints to sell. What's a roundish price of cost to print full color?
I don't
That
know.
can really vary.
That really depends. That depends on whether or not you're printing it yourself, what printer you have, or what place you go to get it printed out. That's something that you got to figure out by going places and asking questions.
Chad Steele said, my sculpture professor studied architecture in college. I think architecture is fascinating
Oh, yeah.
and can transition well into another type of art.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sure.
absolutely, absolutely.
Just got my boys to sleep, just now tuning in.
Yeah.
Welcome!
Hi, Miss Ray.
Brooke says, I will buy the retail peddler shirt. I will buy it also, Rocky.
All right, all
Get
right.
on it.
Please make retail peddler shirts. Okay, I will. I will have to. I'm gonna have like an artist with an easel, and then it'll say like retail peddler.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it'll be amazing.
Yeah, it will be amazing. Hi, made it. Hello from Brazil.
Hi.
Hello. It's scary, but worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, it
most
is
definitely.
very scary, but it is worth it. Absolutely.
Tammy said, I used to sell my art as outsider art. You know? Make
It's
it
a
work
market.
for
You might as well. It's like, guess what? You can't get this art anywhere because it's outsider art. And they'll be like, what are you outside of? You'll be like, you'll never know. Yeah.
Those who know. Miss Ray, I've been wanting to ask, what's the story of how you two met? It's a long and very interesting story, which we will probably do a video about.
We will do a video. We were planning on doing a video. We'll have to do a video soon.
Yeah. Along with our spooky Halloween stories.
Mhm.
Outsider Art Retail Peddlers.
Yes.
Hashtag Outsider Art Retail Peddlers. It's a thing.
Hello from Oklahoma. Hi,
Hello.
Brenda.
Outsiders are without doubt the most interesting people.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, they are.
Yes, indeed.
Cats, it worked. Lol, I'll take an XL shirt. Miss Ray said, yay! Another t-shirt, Outsider Art.
Yep.
Put me down for a retail peddler shirt. If the tee fits, wear it. So we need Outsider Art and retail peddler.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Yukiko, question for advice. If someone works on revisions from older pieces, how would y'all price projects, adding on from the original or your own method for it?
I would do my own method for it, which means that if it has layers of texture, I wouldn't add the price of the old piece. I would just use it as a base layer, how expensive the piece would cost me. So with the material costs and everything, that's what would get added to the price.
Bam said, at the flea market, it's all Outsider Art.
Yes, it is.
I see what you did there.
It's very good. I like it.
Live Flying, I think we found a club name for everyone following you guys. Crone me, you know you're an outsider when the shoes come off. Joe, I vote for the How We Met vid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to find a way to tell that story without it being an hour long.
Yeah, and I mean, I've got, the cool thing is, like I said, I've got footage from us traveling the country and all that stuff from that time.
Yeah,
so
true.
You'll get to see very young Rafi and Klee being dorks.
Super dorks.
Yeah.
Shaz said, I think a bicycle could be worked into the peddler shirt somehow. Oh my gosh, please, on a bike with a piece of art in one hand.
Painting something. Doing this.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. That's going to happen.
That's brilliant.
Chantel, I'm hoping to quit the corporate world and be a full-time artist by 30. 3 years. Just started art this year, but F the corporate shoes. I'm
Yep.
ready to pursue my passion and will also totally buy a shirt. Congrats to
Congratulations.
you. We wish you all the
Congratulations.
best.
Yep.
You can absolutely do this.
So in my book, I talk about that experience and how basically when you get into doing something like this, like the art world, that everything that you're afraid of is going to come up and show itself to you. So it's a great opportunity to grow through all that crap.
Yep.
All the bull garb.
Bull garbage. KJ asked, do you ever recreate in your own voice art from another artist? Meaning pull inspiration. And the answer is yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
And
I mean, if I see something that I really like, there's usually aspects to something that I like. And the challenge for me is like, how can I create this without it being that? Because I don't want that. I want to make it my own.
to put your own spin and flavor on it.
Listen, all artwork is a creation that is based on something that came before it. No matter how original it is, there was always something that came before it that inspired that piece at some point in time.
Lee Evans asked, how many sketchbooks do you have and how often do you put your ideas into them? The answer is all the sketchbooks.
I have all the
of them.
sketchbooks, and I am always putting ideas into them.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of the notes for the book are in my sketchbook.
Are like 10 years worth of sketchbooks.
Yeah.
Joe said, I'm up for an hour-long vid with old home movies of you guys. You got it, Joe.
I might do a special for Patreon and then do like the regular one for YouTube.
The super
Yeah.
extended cut.
Yeah,
for
the one where it's
Patreon.
like people on Patreon will be like,
Oh, God, Rafi and Clee.
yeah.
Terry, when you add on to an older piece, haven't you already varnished, or do you wait and know that you aren't done?
Usually when I have doubts on a piece, I will not varnish or sign it until I'm actually done. Now, there have been times where I did varnish a piece and then later on was like, oh, I don't like it. So if I did varnish a piece, what I'll do is spray it down and I'll do a light sanding over it. And what that does is it gives you a surface where you could paint over it if that's what you're planning on doing.
Carla asked, Clea, will you be coming out with a holiday line with emeralds or rubies for Christmas? I do have some Christmas pieces planned. They're not entirely fleshed out yet, but I always like to do at least a little bit of something special for Christmas. So stay tuned for that.
Have you done Inktober or other October drawing paint challenges? No, I wanted to get started with Inktober this year, but I've been so busy with the book that I didn't get a chance to do it. But I think they're awesome. I love seeing the creations that get done on a daily.
I think we've got some visualizations here of bike retail peddler shirts.
Like makes me think of Leonardo da Vinci's. That's cool.
Ooh, that's cool imagery too. Handlebars with easel tied on, with trench coat flying behind you. Steal Like an Artist, Austin Kleon.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good book.
Yeah, that is a good book, and that's where like everything that is in existence has come before in some rendition or form before that.
Chad says, I love Strathmore mixed media sketchbooks.
Yep, those are awesome.
Let's see. Yeah, old films, Patreon movie night. How y'all doing out there? We're doing good, Royce.
We're doing good,
We hope
Royce.
you're doing awesomely, too. Speaking of varnish, do you use Gamblin varnish for your acrylics?
No, I do not use Gamblin varnish. I use, I just called it varnish.
Varnish. That's a special kind of varnish.
I use polyacrylic. It is an acrylic varnish that you buy at Home Depot. And believe it or not, it is amazing quality for acrylics. Now, if I am doing varnish over an oil, yeah, I would definitely recommend Gamblin.
Brooke G, I didn't do Inktober, but I'm seeing some amazing stuff. Yeah,
Right?
I've seen some cool stuff on the Instagram.
I think I did one day, and then I was too busy with the book.
Yeah, it's okay. You'll try again next year. Or you could do an art challenge for your viewers and show the winners online.
You know, I do that. Well, I don't know. Do I do an art challenge?
Well, we do a Patreon monthly
we do
challenge.
a Patreon.
I'm not sure if she means for the shirt, though.
Oh,
the shirt
for
design.
the shirt. Okay, maybe.
We do a monthly art challenge on Patreon.
Yeah, so maybe we could do something on YouTube for the shirt.
For the shirt?
When we do the shirt,
Yeah,
yeah.
that would be cool. I wish I knew I was an artist at 30. Don't lose that drive. Commit and work hard at it. Don't just say I'm an artist. Quit your job and then watch Netflix. Paint.
Paint.
And then
yes.
watch Netflix.
Yeah. Paint. Put your stuff out there and then relax by watching a little bit of Netflix.
Or
and then
take a
get
walk.
ready to paint.
Yeah.
Put your stuff out there.
Or if you're me, hammer.
Hammer.
You could have Christmas gift sets of the new t-shirt ideas. Yeah. Polyacrylic?
Yeah, polyacrylic. Polyacrylic or what is it? Varathane. Varathane. Just make sure that it's water-based. You know, one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is that house paints are how acrylics got started. House paints are actually 100% acrylic, so anything that is water-based that is designed for that, you're good to go.
Mm-hmm. KJ said, you two are awesome. The inspiration and validation from your advice is amazing. You have validated my instincts and have given me courage. Thank you.
Awesome, KJ.
Yeah.
You are awesome.
I'm doing Inktober. Missed today, though.
It's okay. There's still time today.
Sky
Yeah.
Balancer said, joining Patreon. We will see you on
Oh,
Patreon.
awesome.
Do you you two are amazing. Thanks so much for answering my questions. Would love to get a t-shirt. And Bam said, I'm working on the art challenge now, lol.
Awesome.
I have no idea what I'm still doing for this month's challenge. We shall see.
We shall see.
I'm watching Netflix, Rafi and Klee, and painting as we speak. Brooke G is a multitasker
Heck
extraordinaire.
yeah. That's awesome.
Polyacrylic is good for image transfers, too.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh,
That's
I
true.
reckon it,
Absolutely.
Klee needs to make a recording of music to paint by. Ooh.
That would be a great
That would
CD.
be a cool
That would be a
challenge
really
for
great
me.
CD.
Yeah. I will add it to the list of challenges for Klee.
I need a proverbial kick in the patukas.
I have about 15 paintings I have completed the past couple of months, just having major anxiety about listing them on Etsy. Please kick away.
Oh,
and
you
thank
got
you.
this. You got this. Just put it out there. Listen, you could always change it. You could always take it down. You
Yep.
could do whatever it is that you want. You've got this. Just put it out there and feel really good about the fact that you put it out there.
Is Klee a brutalist with her jewelry making style? Where can we find her stuff? A brutalist in the sense that I make a lot of sound and fury
Yeah,
in the
she
studio.
does.
And
she
you can
does.
see my stuff on RafiandClee.com
Yep,
under
that's-
the shop tab.
That's where our stuff is.
Yep.
I think I've used that polycrystalline from Home Depot before. Some cabinets I painted, but I think it kind of yellows over time. No, not the. So you want to make sure that you use the water base. If you use the oil base, it will yellow. It will yellow. It's not designed for anything that's not wood.
But that stuff over there won't yellow, right?
No, it will not yellow.
Just design a Rafi and Clee t-shirt. I want a t-shirt and a hoodie. You have a t-shirt with your face on it.
I do.
Yeah, it's
I have
pretty
one
good.
with my face on it. It says "Ola, you amazing artist."
I wear it a lot.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
I'm doing my Inktober as a... Oh, I missed it. As a... I listen, but you can be late. No problem. Many of the best artists turn in their stuff out days late.
That's right. That's right.
Ron said, do you varnish watercolors?
The only time that I varnish watercolors is when I am doing a piece that needs to go outside. But if not, I don't. And if I do, I use like this spray. It's a special Krylon spray for watercolor.
So it doesn't hurt it.
Yeah.
Clee needs to get on TikTok. I'm going to have to Google that and see what that is. TikTok. I'll look it up after this.
I don't know. Gary Vee talks a lot about TikTok, so I haven't looked at it yet.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, no, I missed the stream. Oh, hey, Tater Flaps.
Hey, Tater Flaps!
Yeah, it's true. It's 8 p.m., so we are going to be calling it quits. Well, we at least get to say hi to you right now.
Hi, Tater Flaps!
You made it.
Bye, Tater Flaps!
Aw. Sorry, my question wasn't very clear. How do you pick your signature? Do you do your whole first name, your first and second name, your initial and surname? You do whatever you gosh darn please.
Yes. Do not if you want to not sign it, then you don't sign it. Mine is my nickname. My nickname is Rafi. My actual name is Rafael.
Hooray!
I do not put my whole name on there. It's just RAFI.
And I stamp a K and an A in all my metal pieces.
Yeah, so you sign it however it is that you want to sign it. Now, I love my name on my pieces because that is my brand. So everybody that sees my signature anywhere, they know exactly what it means.
She's a bench brutalist.
She is a bench brutalist.
That's a good t-shirt, too.
Hi, Dina.
Hi, guys. Okay, so we're going to have to wrap it up.
Yep.
So you want to take a question or two more?
Yeah, let's take 2 more questions.
Okay. How much to join Patreon or subscribe? It starts at $1.
Yeah,
and it's whatever you're comfortable
There
with.
are different tiers on there. I would suggest looking and seeing what it is that you want. Just read the information on there so you know what's going on.
Love you, Rafi and Clee. What kind of canvas do you suggest for new artists looking to sell?
I mean, honestly, any canvas that you could get your hands on. When I first got started, I was using old pieces of wood that I could find in my uncle's yard. But the canvas that I usually get is like duck cotton canvas. Just anything that you could find that is not stretchy. Just what I do
Not
when I
overly-
buy canvas is I'll push my fingers into it, and if it feels too latexy, then I won't buy it. You want something that's firm.
Okay, last question. Paul, do you two listen to music as you create? And if so, who do you like to listen to? We listen to a little
Everyone.
bit of everything.
Everything.
Audiobooks, film scores, funk, rock.
Rock,
Country,
rap,
Johnny
hardcore
Cash.
stuff, Johnny Cash, Natalie Imbruglia. I mean, I could go on and on. Basically, because we're in the studio all the time, it needs to change up every once in a while. 'Cause
Yeah.
even I love Johnny Cash. We could go 2 weeks listening to Johnny Cash, and then I'm like, we gotta listen to something else.
Yeah, They Might Be Giants, Regina Spektor, Jack Johnson. But
Yeah.
my favorite, I think, is film scores. If I had a go-to, it's film scores.
Right now, we're listening to Tim Burton, or not Tim Burton,
Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman film scores because I can't have talking while I'm writing my book.
Yeah.
So because it distracts me.
It's
so
good,
yeah.
creative, non-distracting music.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to have to say goodnight to you guys.
You
Do you
guys are
have an-
great. Thanks for all you do. Stay awesome. Stay awesome, Kelly.
Thank you guys so much. You guys are seriously the best. This is always a blast with you.
Yeah, you guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Like, time just flew.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, so the next YouTube live stream is going to be November 20th. On Patreon, you guys, the Google Hangout is October 23rd, so that'll be next week. And then the Patreon live stream will be on November 13th. And again, my book is still available, even though the deadline closed and we are over what it is, which is awesome.
Hooray!
But it's still available on Indiegogo if you didn't get a chance to pre-order it. And you can find us on all of these places. Shameless self-promotion.
I'm so bad at this part, you can't even see my hands.
I know. What is
There.
going on with you?
It's weird because it's backwards. Okay.
And thank you so much, you guys. Oh, look at all the good nights on there. Good night, you guys.
You guys are so awesome.
Man,
Seriously.
I always have such a hard time saying bye. Like, I just want to hang out with you guys more often.
Yeah. Maybe someday we can
yeah.
do more often.
I think maybe someday we'll be able to do some more live streams and
Yeah.
get a chance to, like, just hang out with you guys. Let me get this book finished so I can think straight. Thank you so much, you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. I totally freaking adore you.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Mwah.
Oh, I love you.
To you all, I'm going to say good day and good evening.
She cut me off when I was going to say goodnight. So I'm going to say adios. Love you guys.
Bye.
All right. Here we go. Ending the
Ruffy
live
finds the
stream.
button. Ruffy can't find the button. He can't find the button.
There it is.